My child arrived just the other day, came to the world in the usual way. There was planes to catch and bills to pay, learned to walk while I was away. And he was talking before I knew it, and he said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad, you know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. Oh, when you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but I'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come and play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today. I've got a lot to do, can you? That's okay. And he walked away and his smile never dimmed. And he said, I'm gonna be just like him. You know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. Oh, when you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but I'm sure we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, he came home from college just the other day, so much like a man that I had to say, son, I'm proud of you, can you sit for a while? He said, and took his head and said with a smile, well, I'd really like to do that, but I'd like to borrow the keys, and it's, can I have them, please? Well, the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, a little boy blue and a man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but soon we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. I've been long retired, my son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I'd like to see you if you don't really mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if you find the time. You see my jaw hassle and the kid's got the flu, and it's sure like talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. As I hung up the phone, it occurred to me he'd grown just like me. My boy was just like me. A cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. Oh, when you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but I'm sure we'll get together then. You know we'll get together then. Good morning, in the woodshed with Brian. How's your cradle? Huh? How's your cat in the cradle? How have you been as a parent? How have you been as a friend? How have you been as a husband? Boy, I need a haircut. Anyway, how have you been? How's your cradle? Anybody in it? Anybody there? The last time you talked to your son? The last time you talked to your daughter? The last time you talked to your husband? What do you mean he lives in the same house? When is the last time? And I'm talking to you here. Have you talked to your husband/wife? Or wife/husband? Or husband-wife? wife, husband, however you want to put it. Do you talk to each other? How's your cradle? Boy. Because, you know, the cradle is what's inside of your whole life. It's called family. And when you lose that family, you got nobody else. You got nobody. You got nothing. Nothing. Because when you were born into a family. And when you die out of a family. Nothing else in this world are you that much part of. Ever. So why wouldn't you want to make it right? Well, I'll tell you why. Planes to catch, bills to pay. You learned to walk while I was away. That's why. Because you took it upon yourself to not have a family. You had one, or have one, but you weren't part of it. You did your thing. You gave them everything. You paid for it. You did this. They had everything they wanted. Never had. They always had a house. Always had a place to stay. Cars, whatever. PlayStations, music. But did you really have them? Were you really part of their life? That was a hard thing for me to come around. I used to hate this song. Hate it. Because it reminded me of myself. Because of the years of alcoholism and opioidism that I had, that was all put together. And it just took everything away. You know? And it just makes it really hard. Really hard. At the end of your life, when no one's there. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. The little boy moving a man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but I'm sure we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. That is what happens. You put something ahead something else, ahead of something else. Put them behind. In other words, drinking, alcohol, opioids, credible things. Sure, you can say they're good where they're supposed to be. Well, they're not supposed to be with me. I'll tell you that. Because the addiction that I had for 52 years was incredible. And how I feel today is even more incredible. Even after all the crap I've been through in my life. And what I want to do in this website at bodyandmindredesign.com and bodyandmindredesign@gmail.com if you want to get a hold of me, is to help one person, just one person, not have to go through all the stuff I did. And if I could do that, boy, that would make me feel good. I'm never going to know. But that's what I want. So I got to keep trying. I'm never going to know. Really. You ever really going to know? But you think, you have to. have that feeling that, you know, can you get into the rhythm? And that's why I like plucking. Because it gives me a little bit more, same beat, same everything, but the tone, the sound. Just like in your life, your cradle. What's in your cradle? What's the sound coming out of it? It's like, yeah, we'll do that someday, Dad. But, you know, are you going to wait around? Or you're going to, you know, take the time to stop. Just stop. Dad, throw me the ball. Okay, let me throw the ball. I got a lot to do, but you know, well, okay, Dad, it's okay. It's okay, go ahead, Dad. And then you leave with that. What do you do first? You look around. And you're finding another drink so that you don't have to deal with that. So anyway, you see, we all have gone through things. The cradle is very important. Because what's in your cradle makes you the happiest person in the world. When that cradle comes around. And when they don't, you got to make the best of it. And do you know why? Because it wasn't them that did it. It was you. You did it. And you know, you just kept going back to it. Time after time after time after time. Because it was the easiest thing to do. Go back to that addiction and don't worry about your family because you'll take care of them, give them the money, give them everything, whatever they need, but you're not there. Well, they're not there now. How's it feel? Huh? You did it to them, they're doing it to you. And it's not getting back. It's just like this song. It's the way it is. It's the way that you made your life. And so if you can make your life any different, take the time. How's your cradle? Well, I've long since retired. My son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you, if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time. Now, do you want that? You see, with jobs, the hassle, and the kids got the flu. And I'm sure it's nice talking to you, Dad. Sure be nice talking to you. Boy, don't let that happen. So I hope you learned something from here. Please, be careful. be good. Stay true to yourself. A child arrived just the other day, came to the world the usual way. There was planes to catch and bills to pay. Oh, he learned to walk while I was away. And he was talking before I knew it. And he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know, adios! I'm gonna be like you. The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy who and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. So, have a good day. iHeart, Spotify, Amazon for the podcast on audio. BodyMindRedesign.com, BodyMindRedesign.com, Gmail.com, my website, BodyMind.com. You have Facebook, you have YouTube. However you want to look and come see what's going on. I almost got 100 podcasts on. I can't wait. I got to put a whole bunch on. It's been such a horrific week. Not horrific, but a wonderful week. But I mean, I've been so busy that I haven't had time to put all my podcasts on. So everything that's been on from Facebook from last probably Sunday on till today is all going to be put on today. So look for those. Sorry I haven't been doing it. Get back into the flow again. But you see, again, that's what life's about. So don't let the cradle rob you. Don't let anything happen wrong, because, you know, just you got to keep going. And don't let anything ruin your day. So, adios!